Since the 1980s, when Robert Jordan began writing The Wheel of Time, no other person has been as important and influential to the saga than Harriet McDougal, who was not only Robert Jordan's wife, but his editor as well, a duty she continued doing after his death when Brandon Sanderson took the reins and completed the final 3 books of the series. Today, in addition to being a consultant on Amazon Prime's upcoming Wheel of Time TV show, Harriet recently found the time to take part in another TV show. Let's jump in and take a look. Welcome to the Wheel of Time Community Show. I'm your host, Kitty. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and enable the alert bell to get notified when our new episodes come out. Okay, so Harriet was on TV recently. How fun is that? Here's what happened and how it all came about. Harriet has long been a fan of British TV personality Monty, who's best known for his work exploring gardening and horticulture. His show, American Gardens, which airs on the BBC, was scheduled to film near Harriet's home in historic Charleston, South Carolina, as part of an exploration of gardens in the American South. He'd become aware of the location through a local Charleston gardening club. While he was in the area, Monty wandered by Harriet's garden. Delighted by this, Harriet showed him and the other filmmakers around. They didn't film that first meeting, and Harriet had to leave shortly after for a dinner engagement. When she returned, she found a handwritten note on her door saying that they'd love to do some filming in her garden and gave her a number to call if she was amenable. She was, of course, and on Easter Sunday of that year, 2019, they filmed a brief segment featuring her garden. It aired on the BBC on January 17th, 2020. So, where can you view the segment? There's a link in the video description to the BBC's official page for the episode, but as of this recording, there's no official stream to see the entire episode. But we came across some of the clips, so take a look.
I went to another garden where the owner, Harriet McDougal, has spent almost her entire life.
I've lived here since I was about 3. It was my grandmother's house before we came here.
Do you remember as a child what this garden was like then? Were there the same sort of plants?
Yes, very much so. You know, all those amaryllis, Mother began planting them, and she always decked the church on the Sunday after Easter with amaryllis out of the garden.
It's marvelous to see the amaryllis growing out of the ground, which of course is impossible for us.
Yes, it would be, but it's very easy here.
There's a huge tree at the back. It's lovely.
An oak, yes. It's only about 90 years old.
The roses are looking very happy.
Aren't they? I'm tickled to death with them. Very pleased. That is an English rose, yes. And I think it's bred from an heirloom.
They got real charm.
Thank you.
As you can see, it's pretty short. That's the entirety of the segment featuring Harriet's garden. There's no mention of Robert Jordan or the Wheel of Time. It's nice that everything focuses on Harriet and her beautiful home. So, let's talk about that home. This is the first time that we're aware of that Robert Jordan's home has been featured in such a public way. Harriet is understandably private about her space. Over the years, there have been well-meaning but ultimately intrusive fans who come to the front door seeking autographs or other things. Today, the driveway entrance is blocked by imposing gates featuring the icon of the Dragon Reborn. The main house is surrounded by lawn and gardens, as well as a separate pool house and a larger building referred to as the Carriage House. Today, the Carriage House is a 2-story structure that houses Team Jordan's offices. Previously, during his lifetime, it was Robert Jordan's office where he wrote his books, including The Wheel of Time. You can see glimpses of it in the BBC video. On occasion, Harriet has allowed some fans to visit her home, but has generally asked them to not post videos or photos. In 2007, she granted Dragonmount.com's founder, Jason Denzel, permission to share an approved set of photos, which he took during a visit for Robert Jordan's funeral. That's it for us today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Kitty. Bye-bye.
Thanks for sticking around to the end. As always, subscribe, click the thumbs up, leave a comment. You know we like the comments, especially the positive ones. If you got a friend that likes the Wheel of Time, tell them about our show. Tell them about Dragonmount.com. I want to give a special thanks to our sponsor, Tor Book, as well as all of our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how our show gets made, maybe get some additional insights into the Wheel of Time, become a Patreon supporter. We have grand plans for the show, and all of your contributions will go a long way to making them happen. And make sure to follow Dragonmount on all the social media. Thanks. Peace.